All right, just making sure that everything is live here. Are we public? Public. Okay. 125 curse. This is different from the 130 curse run I was doing last time. I decided to swap the Faint of Heart. The Faint of Heart curse, because this thing is like so brutal to have. The fact that you can't retry anything, like I'm basically having to do like black borders all the time. There is no mistake that you can make. So we took that one off, and I added no rerolls in because I wasn't rerolling anything anyway. So that is what I have. Mistake that you can make. All right. So going over our starting artifacts here, I have extra change common. We cannot generate cash, so this is huge. It's a really, really, really needed thing. Specifically the 500 more cash, like starting cash. Sometimes you can really feel choked in the early game, and this gives you just a little bit of extra wiggle room. Dream Teams is just insanely good. It's such a good common to have, especially when you have a loadout with a ninja and a beast handler, which Pat Fusty does. The beast handler, ninja, and another ninja here. So yeah, this is a pretty crazy start. Let's see, what else do we have? The swelling spikes, just because it's good. It's just a solid DPS option. All right, so let's just go ahead and get this started, and we'll see what we can do with 125% curse. I'm hoping I can feel the difference between this and the 130, because 130 was rough. It was brutal. All right, so let's mentor something to start off with. I think I would love to do this. That's a pretty good option, I think. Let's do it and not worry about the consequences too much. Another nice thing is, like, we can rest, we can skip a tile if it looks like it's way too difficult. Those are two huge bonuses that we get just for not being able to reroll. And I was barely using the rerolls earlier anyway, just because they're not very good. At least I didn't think they were. When you have all the other conditions, like no bonuses and stuff. Let's go. Let's get right into our first encounter and see, what do we need? We have lead popping. Let's go ahead and put a V-Raptor down. V-Raptor is one of my favorite heroes, or one of my favorite towers. Let's go ahead and place it right here and see where it goes. We can shortly get a D-Camo Ninja. If we put this on strong, I'm guessing this is a pretty good start. But getting this V-Raptor camo is pretty important, I would say. We are even having to do some micro here. A reminder, we have one life. One life. This is tight. This is really tight. This is a tight start. Hedge is not the easiest map in the game, but it is not the hardest. Let's go ahead and do this. Pat Fusty down. And you over here. Go ahead and have you on first, or strong, so we can start getting these bigger balloons, hopefully. I'm going to go ahead and put a Seeking Shuriken on here, because we are going to need D-Camo. Seeking Shuriken will help D-Camo balloons when they start coming out. Thinking if we can afford the Spactory next, I would love that. But something tells me we're not going to be able to get to it. Or we actually can get to it. It's interesting. And there it is. We didn't even need it. Hopefully we can get some easier maps going forward. 2 tokens. Could be worse, could be worse. And let's see. Attack speed increased by 8% and projectile speed increased. This is definitely good. Very, very good when we've got the V-Raptor. Very, very good when we got the Spectre. Let's see. Going here, 2 shops is not very tempting. A treasure and a rest tile is interesting. But there's more stuff over here. Well, let's see. These balloon encounters are brutal. I will go ahead and play this. I will go ahead and play it. All right. It's going to be a little rough to start with, but let's go ahead and put you down. We can't afford the V-Raptor. Go ahead and do this. The V-Raptor is pretty important. What can we afford with the V-Raptor? That would be a good question to answer. Go ahead and put you... Oh, we can't do that. Covered garden glass is pretty restrictive. If you are familiar with this map, you can't do anything with your towers underneath it. Like, even small niche things, like maybe moving a beast over there. I think probably the best thing to do after this is a decamo. We did this last time and it seemed to work. This map is quite a bit harder than Hedge. So let's see what we can do with this early game. It's not looking good. Not looking good. See what we can do with this. Can we put Pat Fusty in an area where he's good? That's fine, sure. And how about that? Is that better? We now have a Ninja, Spike, Pat Fusty start, and it looks much more comfortable. Okay, so this is now the new start that I'm going to be going with, or going forward with. We have lots of camo popping. We have some lead popping. Pat Fusty, we did not put him on strong, so I hope that doesn't really bite me in the ass later. Let's see. Yeah, lead popping is pretty nasty. Depends how well Pat Fusty is going to be doing. But we're going to need to get something soon. We can get Beast Handler soon. Beast Handler is afforded. Let's go. Put it right here. Put it on strong. Very good. Yeah, I love to see that. And the first camo there was a little scary, but we got past it. And yeah, second, the rest should be completely fine because Spectre is basically like tanking everything. Okay. Yeah, things are looking really good. I have my opening of Spectre, Fusty, Ninja, and then we go into a V-Raptor. That's the strategy right now. I didn't even see how many tokens we got there. We could probably check. We have 5. It's not too bad. Right, so... Oh, God. This is a pretty hard map. Man, covered garden and then spring. Pretty difficult 1-2 punch. All right. Let's do this. Okay, round 3 is going to be scary. Yeah, our really, really early game is looking decent. Actually, I should be thinking about how the level up, how this thing... let's see, this thing here. The extra change common. How well do I think this is doing right now? And I have to say, I think it's decent. The fact that we can afford all 3 of these towers and get up to the Beast Handler like fairly quickly, it provides a lot of that really early game defense and a little bit of mid game. So it's kind of springing us into like actually getting to level 15 where we can think about dealing with mobs. Or perhaps more difficult maps, such as Spring. All right, let's go ahead and put this right here. We're getting pretty far there with the balloons. Please get this one. Please get this one. Please. Dang it. Spactory, you're going to have to put like 1 spike on the top lane, please. Do we have enough for smart spikes that will increase our odds of it placing on the top path? We don't have enough for smart spikes. Great. Okay, we actually did place 2 in the way. 2 in the way. Okay, yeah, awesome. It didn't have a locked seed, which is really, really good. It was randomized. That is good, but I think that's different from regular chimps mode. If I had to say, I think that's different from regular chimps mode, but I could be wrong. All right. It's pretty obvious that camos are a problem, so we are going to put this guy down to D-camo when we can. Let's go ahead and pop the Pat Fusty ability. These rainbows are, or these regrows are kind of killing me here. Come on. Woo! Oh my god. Alright. V-Raptor, still looking good. V-Raptor still being legit. But this is crazy. This is like already really, really, really difficult. And we might be bricked here. Let's do this. Let's put a little bit more in. Ugh. The fact that this is spring is just killing me. And it might actually be killing me soon because we're going to have to deal with these rainbows now, or these camos now. It's also probably not helping that we're knocking the balloons back with the distraction ninja. But what are you going to do? Unfortunately, Spactory is going to be pretty useless during all of this. Unless we get white hot spikes. Let's go ahead and do this, because looking a little scary. Awesome. Awesome. We got past that one. Man, you gotta fight. You gotta fight. You gotta really concentrate on these rounds. All right. 3 tokens, which is awesome, and an artifact, fingers crossed. Magic monkeys push balloons back even more. We are getting a lot of magic monkeys. Super monkey added to the party with the divine strike, which is basically only good against bosses. It seems like this is a no-brainer. We're not using primary monkeys. We don't want a super monkey. It's a little too expensive, and we have our mid-game. Yeah, definitely this. Okay, balloon spawns more densely on another fairly difficult map. We've got 1 skip. We can skip if we want. More balloons is a really hard. It's more difficult than more dense balloons. How do I feel? We got the blowback. It's not regrow, which is great. I think it's easier than Spring. I'll give it that. I think it's easier than Spring. So we don't need to deal with a mob ever, which is very nice. Here, what we want to do is probably put this here. put it here. I want it buffed by the Pat Fusty ability. We are going to put this down. Now, this is weaker. No, I don't think I can go for weaker. I think I need the firepower now, unless we can afford both of them. We should actually be able to afford both of them pretty soon. Oh, we can't immediately. Okay. Maybe have this guy over here. So he can be, like, more easily targeting camos, maybe? I don't know. I don't know where I want to put this guy. I kind of want to save this space for, like, another one of these so I can upgrade it and maybe have a balloon jitsu as well. Like a balloon jitsu or a double shot in Pat Fusty's range. Smart Spike's also completely necessary because not only do we get the start of round bonus, but we are not going to be firing onto the mob track anymore. And trust me, these balloons do not hit the mob track stuff. I noticed that last time I was on the map. And we're going to put this on close. I'm just going to put it on close. Okay, and then now we are hoping to save up to the V-Raptor. Put you on strong. This direction has no lead popping. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and do this because these rounds are so dense. They are so dense, dude. Whoo-wee! That was crazy. That was close, dude. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put you right in here. I think right in there. That's where you want it. Yeah, never a dull moment in Rogue Legends, huh? Good lord. Never a dull moment. Hold up, hold up. I don't know if that was, I don't know if that was a distraction balloon that was going through there or if it was an actual balloon that was going through there. Don't like having to back out this early, but... Oh, and we don't have any money either. Okay. See what we can do. Put this guy in strong, actually. This guy in strong. And then, you know, if we know we're going to be struggling, why not just use this a little bit early? Okay, okay, okay. Things still looking good. Things are still looking good. Yep, the lead popping is going to really bite me in the ass here. I'm going to have to buy this. Or we need, because we need to keep this at least somewhat healthy for the other balloons. Okay, okay. There's round 9. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, regrows are pretty scary for us, actually. Because we are pushing, like, all of these balloons back. Okay. We still need a little bit of lead popping. I mean, I don't like having to pop the leads with this, and the fact that these things are getting blocked from shooting things if they're aiming at a lead. All right, but it doesn't matter. We won. All right, 3 again. We're gonna be excited to see a shop if we can find one. Oh, it's not for so long. It is not for so long. We will have a lot of stuff if we can get there. Yes. All right, all right. Do we want to do this one? let's actually go ahead and do it so we can use this campfire to upgrade stuff. Monkey Meadows is good, but I will warn, this is a more balloons. No, more balloons isn't bad. It's the more immunities that's the bad one. More immunities is really hard. Like, the rounds are by far the most difficult rounds out of any of the little modifiers that they put on stuff. We can actually just go ahead and start with... We can start with this, but then we don't have camo popping for a while. We'll put this down and probably just wait. Hodl. We will hodl. And things should be a lot easier now. This map is obviously so much easier than the last 3 maps that we have encountered. It's not even funny. Things are still getting through a little bit, but yeah, I'm not super worried. We're going straight for the V-Raptor, and we get it. Putting it at the intersection, and we should be fine probably for the next 13 rounds. The only other thing that we're going to need is a little more camo defense, because, again, this thing cannot see camo. So we're still going to be placing the ninjas down. Still going to be placing them down. We'll see if we can get double merge V-Raptor, though. Perhaps. I think we've maybe got that round coming up with all of the grouped camo reds. It's specifically testing like camo pierce. Like, do you have camo that pierces stuff? And obviously the pierce is not great on these. Yeah, we can just straight up go for second V-Raptor. And then what I'm going to do next is just get this. And I think this will be a checkmate. I think that's checkmate. Because we're going to be able to decamo everything. And the stuff that we can't decamo, the other, like all the ninjas, we'll be able to get. And if they can't get them, the Spike Factory is definitely going to get them. So let's see if we can actually go max merge V-Raptor at this point. I don't know if the money's going to be there, but it's possible. Dude. The money's there. Look at that. We get max merge. This isn't going to happen on every map. Be surprised if we can get 2 on some of the harder intermediate maps. But... yeah, I mean, think about the Quiet Street. We definitely did not get what we got there. All right. Nice. Do we want to mentor all the way up to T-Rex? That would be so sick, but that's not going to happen. Shinobi would be nice. I have to admit, our defense really likes Shinobis. Can we enhance? That is also very tempting. This is also very tempting. 25% more range. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do here. Let's see what we can potentially recruit. As far as my artifacts go, ninjas are loving it right now. Ninjas are loving it. Let's go ahead. If we want to ninja build, we could do this, or probably this. The Shinobi's so tempting. The Shinobi is really tempting. Putting 2 of those down is basically like having a better jungle drums. Going from... and it's probably... let's go ahead and do it. I don't know. Make mistakes, fail and learn from them. That's what we say. If it's not the correct decision, then we'll try to learn from it. Okay. So what can we start with now? We have a little bit of increased starting cash, which is great. Can we start with a shinobi? A shinobi, maybe right here. Very cool. And how about one of these with the shinobi buff? And then we'll wait for the V-Raptor. Oh, okay, this is scary. Oh, man, I thought this would be better than it was. Okay. I think going for the V-Raptor immediately is probably the reason that this is happening. We are seemingly against the wall here. Back against the wall. Let's see. Put this here. Put this over here. Oh my god, dude. That was close. That was crazy. The V-Raptor micro really came in clutch there. Okay, looking for another shinobi tactic. Probably. We can get it next round. We have to get past this round. So far, it's looking good. So far, it's looking very good. All right. Oh, and they actually shinobi buff themselves. That's interesting. So, like, an unbuffed shinobi is kind of impossible to get. I'll be honest, I actually don't use shinobis as much as I probably should. They're kind of cracked. They're pretty damn good in chimps mode. I don't know, I just kind of find them... I kind of don't like the strategy. It's kind of just, I don't know. I don't like the strategies where you build like a million towers. I want a strategy that where it has like the one big bad tower, you know? Those are my favorite strategies. I think the spam strategies, like the druid spam or ninja spam strategies, they're like probably better on average than the big towers, but I don't care. You gotta go for zany sometimes. You gotta go for zany. Nice. All right. So we've got a mob coming up. I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem, actually. I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem. Let's see. No. Nothing has even kind of been close for a while. Let's go ahead and put this guy down. Merge. Max merge here. Dude, actually, the magic pushback combined with the V-Raptor is pretty strong. Because you don't have to deal with mob insides, really. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. See what we can do here. I want to say Pat Fusty's pretty bad. We're going to put you and you and you. We do close here. What, far? Close and far? I don't know. Close, and then how do we get it to go back here? Without buying smart spikes. We might just have to buy smart spikes. We could do close. I think smart. No. Far. No. Smart. It's not very smart. Normal. We'll have to do normal. All right. Let's see. What are we trying to get next? Maybe another shinobi down. Oh man, we were just like wasting all that time with the V-Raptor. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice it wasn't in range. Okay, now we're just gonna do smart. Place this down here. I think maybe like this is good. And this is good. This is bad. This is really, this is a bad showing. Whoops. Okay. Dang, dude. We're going to have so much of this map where we're like literally not even hitting it. Well, I mean, what strategy was I going to use where that wasn't happening? I don't know. Man, we're going to get such a bad score here. I like, is this what I do? Maybe we try to save up for another one of these guys and we can move it here. Okay, and then we can take you and... No! I did not want to do that. Okay, we might actually be able to get what we want here. We might actually be able to get what we want here. Keep in mind, I cannot sell. I cannot sell anything. Okay, all right. We actually got the common award. That's all I want. That's all I care about. Getting anything beyond that is just kind of like insanely difficult in these boss events. And sometimes I think it's just flat out impossible. So, okay. How about here? Yeah. I think it's Jover. But 11's actually like a pretty good fight against one of these really early mini bosses. If you ask me, these early bosses with like a run like this, it should be like maybe 9, 11, and 13. Like 13 would be the legendary instead of it being like 9, 18, and 27. I mean, 27 with the strategy that we have right now is so clearly impossible. Maybe I shouldn't say impossible. People are really, really, really good at bosses, but... Helipilot, getting a military tower probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Lead popping is probably fine. General popping power and early game is what we need. So Helipilot. Helipilot, you are my choice. That serves as a recruit as well. Okay. I really want those campfires, but I think if we go to those campfires, we are going to be so screwed against the boss. Or the rounds are just going to get insanely hard. And I don't know how well we scale. Plus, we've been through a lot of encounters already. I mean, look how many Geraldo tokens we have. We've got 14. This is stage 1. So I think taking the shorter path is what we want to do. Polyphemus is doable, I think. Okay, let's do Polyphemus. Oh, this actually has a challenge over here too, so I don't feel as bad going over here. We can attempt the challenge at least. Oh boy. Okay, so things are heating up. I can't even imagine doing this with I cannot imagine doing this without the extra change common. It would be so brutally difficult. Let's see. We want to start off with a Shinobi. Strong. Make sure you are targeting camo balloons. We're going to have a V-Raptor over here. We're going to have a Spactory right here. And we're going to press play. Okay, that is just insanely close. That's so close. We are very, very near dying. Okay. So we're going to buy the first thing that pops balloons that we can afford. And hope that that carries us a little bit further here. And we're going to do the same thing again. Because things still look pretty scary. Alright, so this is getting put right here. Unfortunately, we can't put it in range. Maybe I should have put it in range of the Shinobi. I should have put Pat Fusty over here. Okay, little mistakes might add up here. All right. I think we're on maybe solid ground right now. Yeah, it's just that first round is like so scary. You feel like you're going to die every time. But you don't. At least I haven't so far. It's very hard to see what's going on this map too, so you get a little paranoid about it. Because plus, like, the magic pushback is very nice, but it does have a downside of making things, like, kind of hard to see. Okay, I'm actually going to go for another Shinobi now. I think maybe Ninja Discipline would be good on the Shinobi. And then, for good measure, there. And I think we've just cinched the victory, but let's not stop building. I want to see where this goes still. I want to see what my defenses are against a Moab. I think we actually already have seen this, but yes, you gotta love these extra balloon rounds sending extra Moabs your way. By the way, there's extra fortified Moabs too, so that's terrifying. That is, like, actually terrifying. Holy crap, we are not doing well against Moabs apparently, so let's do some focused Moab damage. Oh my god, dude. And it's still, I mean, that's still not doing great. We have to beat 2 fortified Moabs in 3 rounds. Let's hope we can get some money. Because that's not looking good right now. No. I don't want to do that. I don't know what was going on there. Aha, Pat Fusty, thank you for pushing Moabs back. Apparently, we have that. Oh, okay. We actually didn't have to get to 19. I didn't think about that. But if we do have to do 19, which is going to happen on the next wave, that's going to be a little scary. And I'm hoping for an easy map. We have a race. Fair warning, I'm very bad at races. Very bad at races. But let's see what we can do. Now, I know you really want towers with a good amount of piers to start off in a race. But we also need Starting on round 8. That's about equivalent to like round 32, 35 maybe. Having this would be nice. Having this would also be nice. Catching strays is probably extremely important because I suck at not being able to control how much I'm sending out. On strong. And then what are we going for next? Maybe a heli pilot. Maybe a heli pilot. All right. Let's see what we can do. See if we can beat this in 10 minutes. I just want the common. I fully just want the common. Okay, I'm going to do this because I really want those decamos. Oh, no. Let's just send that out now. Okay, I have to beat... If I want 10 minutes, I have to beat 3 rounds every minute, and I just beat 1. So let's maybe pick the pace up a little bit. Try to pick the pace up a little bit, at least. Things are looking okay. I need to be careful about round 15, for sure. Okay. I want another V-Raptor here. We want to feed this into our V-Raptor that we have. Maybe send 2 more rounds out. Okay. How about another one of these? We can do this. We can do this. Thank you for holding up, Spike Pile. And let's send the next round out. Because I know there's a mob on this round. So it's going to be a little bit scary. But we're going to have to get past it somehow. Because I think we're going pretty slow right now. We are going... Okay, let's send the next 2 rounds. Oh, no. I sent 18 instead of sending 17. Oh, no. Okay, so this is potentially going to be scary. Pat Fusty, thank you so much for pushing those mobs back. Oh, my gosh. Pat Fusty actually going crazo mode. Nope. Nope. Yeah, races are tough. Races are real tough. As soon as I started putting the gas on just a little bit, we just lose. And I think we were going a little too slow to actually just get 10 minutes. But I don't know. All right. Please don't be a difficult map, man. We've had some brutal maps. Cubism. Thank you. Thank you, Cubism. Thank you, Cubism. You're my favorite. All right. This thing is going to go back here. This thing is going to go up here. It'd be like here. It's a reverse track. Let's go ahead and put Pat Fusty, in goated Pat Fusty spot. I don't think the reverse track is going to do too much for where we want to be placing these towers. Yeah, definitely change this to go down here, though. Very good. Very good. Yeah, looking good. I need a decamo here. We have this factory. But this factory only does so much. That's... Yeah, we want Shinobi next. Shinobi next, please. Please. Remember, don't do this in the future. That was pretty close, and this is an easy map. We need to be doing Shinobi. Okay. Yeah, things are looking good. Things are looking good. No, this is Chimps mode. This is Chimps mode with 125% curses. Edo. Or Edo, maybe? Let's see. Put this on strong. And I want to be saving up for another V-Raptor at this point. Okay, that's what I want to be doing. Right there. And we have a 16 merge V-Raptor now. Let's go ahead and give this guy ninja discipline so we're dealing with these camos just a little bit better. Let's do a sharp shuriken as well. Why not? The next thing that we have coming up, I think, is a mini boss. Could be wrong, but I think it's a mini boss. I don't know how I feel about that. Our last mini boss showing, I will say we have Heli now. Heli's probably a bit better at mini bosses than anything we had before. Okay. Yeah, things are still looking pretty good. We do have the more balloons here, so we have 2 Moabs here. That's a Max Merge V-Raptor. So if we manage to pop the Moabs, the insides are pretty much free. We do have a bit of a scaling problem, though. No, I don't know. Maybe, like, where do I go from here? There's no real strategy. We are kind of maxing out on this. I guess getting 2 of these things probably is pretty good. We're not doing. I mean, we're not doing too hot there. How's that going to do on a worse map? Not very well. The V-Raptor is great and all, but the rounds are getting a little tricky. Yeah, and especially a round like this, where we've got 2 fortified Moabs. It's crazy. This round is pretty brutal. But with Pat Fusty, oh my gosh. Pat Fusty actually feels so valuable. Let's go ahead and just have this guy on white hot spikes. We're just going to remember to need that. We're going to need to remember that for the end. But Pat Fusty feels worlds better than any other hero I was using, just because of that, just because of the Moab shove back. Like, it didn't take a lot. It really didn't take a lot. Because the other ones were just completely terrible. Not balanced at all for Rogue Legends. With 8K to start, why don't we go ahead and do this? Probably with Pursuit. Why don't we go ahead and do this? Okay, so we have lead popping. We technically would have camo. We said last time that camo was a real stinker. So let's go ahead and get camo off the bat. We can do some early damage, and this stuff is even good into the late game. Lock you in place over here just to get a little bit more damage to start off. Back to Pursuit. And yeah, I think that's about it. Okay, let's see some numbers. Put some numbers on the board. I'm going to put Pat Fusty right here to try to get some early damage in. Don't know how much he's going to be doing, but looks like he might do a couple hundred damage. Let's go ahead and put this out. That's 4. It'd be so awesome if we can get the rare. It would be really, really cool if we can get the rare. Okay, we're going to have to sacrifice some damage. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Definitely move this. Definitely move that. And Rally Roar again. And try to do this in range of both of the Shinobi buffs. You Let's move you down here. That should be active for quite a while. 8. Do this. I don't know how fast that's scaling, but I hope it's scaling. We just got the common award. That's awesome. Try to get more central positions for the shinobis. There's 10. Where do we need to get? 18. 18 is pretty rough. 18 is pretty rough. V-Raptor's not attacking. V-Raptor's not attacking. Move V-Raptor over here. Okay, we're really hoping for that shinobi buff. Yes. This one here. Ninja Discipline now. I think that's going to do a little bit of extra damage. Not a ton, if I'm being honest. Times 3 on that guy. All right. I don't know. I think getting more towers is probably better. Oh, man. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. We're at 13. I don't think we're going to be able to do it. No. There's 14. Yep, that's going to be it. No 18, unfortunately. It's probably possible in there. But we did get 15 at least. Not bad. But no cigar. Let's see what we get. Cold Steel, military monkeys, tier 3 and higher have a 5% chance to freeze balloons they hit. Heroes and support monkeys deal 2x damage to frozen balloons, and the tack one. That's not a very good one. Let's see. What do we want? Military monkeys helps with heli. Hero damage. It's good against frozen balloons, but we don't have a way to freeze balloons. So I think this is probably the better of the two. Yeah. Fine. It's fine. It's not great, but it is what it is. Lotus Island is fairly tough, actually. It's not that bad. Let's go ahead and do it. All right. We're getting pretty far into this campaign. This is apparently significantly easier than what I was doing before, even though I practically haven't had any differences. I've never had to restart, never lost a heart yet, and I didn't reroll anything, which were the 2 changes I made. Let's go ahead and put Pat Fusty down. We need camo after that. We can still afford V-Raptor here. Really, actually really good range on V-Raptor. And then I always like this guy in the back. I don't like to lose randomly to shit I didn't even think about. Let's do this. Yeah, this feels like a really good challenge, actually. This feels fun. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm getting far. But, I mean, I like getting far. I like a little bit of a challenge in the first wave. I like a little bit of a challenge overall. All right. Where do we want to go from here? Okay. Whew. Just about died there because of the regrow. Maybe shouldn't have put my spike factory that far back, now that I think about it. But we got money. We got money. Let's go and do this. And strong on both of those. Bruh. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's those ceramics. Nasty ceramics. And it's the fact that this is regrow. That's really hurting us here. Let's see. Can I micro you? Okay, it's a 2-hit. Yeah, I think staggering it is seemingly working. Strong in this. I don't want to leave it all up to this guy. Okay. Whew. Yep, early game sweats are a real thing. It's like, okay, is any round going to kill me now? Is just any round? Because the regrow has so much time to regrow, and it just becomes a major rush by the time it gets back to the... This factory was a mistake. Shouldn't have bought this. What can we do? What can we do? You should be unstrung. You are unstrung. Let me see if I can go a little bit earlier and then attack a little bit later. Okay, that was fine. We can put this guy down. Just get anything we can out of there. Oh my god. Okay, the heat feels very high right now. Heat feels very high. We've had to back out of this twice. Nope, there's leads in there. We just lost. Yeah. Yep. That thing with the frogs, when you boil them, they don't realize the water is getting hotter and hotter and hotter until it's too late. And then they die. I think that's actually a myth. I actually don't think that's a real thing that happens. But we do have the lotuses. The lotuses may save us here. Also, I need white hot spikes. I just can't risk one of these. Leads getting by. Yep, like that. Okay. Oh my god. Dude. Look at this. The Pat Fusty knockback is actually, like, far and away the best hero ability of any hero I have tried to this point. And I've tried, like, 5 or 6 of them. On Chimps mode, this is, like, a god tier compared to what the other heroes can do. But god tier is not enough for Chimps mode. It demands super god tier. And when I say god tier, I mean, like, it's helping. I mean, compared to the other heroes, yeah, helping is something. No, we just said that was a mistake. How about this? We can try to stop the balloons before they regrow. Let's rectify our mistake. Because that's probably where the spike factory should have been in the first place. So this spike factory is hopefully going to majorly help eliminate the problem with regrow balloons, which is they basically get to this point in the track and then they're really dangerous. I would also love a, oh my god. Nope. And now we're suffering with lack of mob damage because we haven't been able to buy V-Raptors. We haven't been able to focus on them. We could skip this. We could skip it. We also have the lotuses, so we can pay attention to those. Not a W yet. Happiness madness. Unless you're watching another part of the stream. Okay, please. Okay, we actually got past that round pretty easily. I guess the extra ninja monkey really helped there. I wouldn't have expected that. Or was it round 18 that we were struggling with? Yeah, I think maybe just getting the mob killed that little bit earlier helps a lot. Let's try to do a shinobi stack here. Unfortunately, we did not think ahead and get Pat Fusty into a place where he can affect some of these ninjas, but yeah, okay, we have this back here. I'm not too worried about it. Very nice. White hot spikes coming in clutch. Good luck, man. Thank you. Very nice. Okay. Things are getting a little sweatier. A little sweatier, I will say. Okay, we've got another one of these. Oh, boy. Let's go put this up here. I doubt that's going to work, but... yeah, it did not work. Yeah. This is pretty brutal. This is pretty brutal. Now, you really do not want these mob rounds, or these rounds to accumulate, because things start getting real dicey here in the 20s. You want to finish this off as soon as you can. I'm seeing. Did not mean to press that, which means this is probably bricked. But yeah, camo lead is now becoming a problem. So maybe we can do that. Or this. I don't know. I don't know. This might be bricked. This might be bricked. I'm in danger. I'm in danger. Okay, let me pause. Pause. Nope. Yep. We might just be, we might just need to skip it. I'm going to give it a few more attempts, but we might just need to skip it. Keep in mind, you only have, like, basically one skip, I think, and then you die. If you lose after that. What do we need? We need camo lead. Do we make 780 by the time those camo leads come out? Not even close, dude. Oh, wait. Actually close. Okay. I think if I put that Spectre farther in the back, we can potentially do something here. Play this. We're going to put this back here. And we pray, basically. No, I don't want to do co-op. I'm just doing single runs. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. Now, come on, snipe it, snipe it, snipe it. It did not snipe it at all. We're probably going to have to really pay attention to both the lotuses and when and where we place the spike factory if we want to pop these. And then even after that, the Mob could just kill us. So, yeah, that'll be fun. I think here might be the optimal spot, actually, to place it. Yeah, all right. Or we could just get white hot spikes on this thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Probably overthinking it. Now that I'm thinking about it. White hot spikes. Nah, okay. Well, we had to use it anyway. Might as well have skipped it, but... Oh, wait, no, we're just gonna lose. We have another shot at it. We have another shot. What do we need to do here? We need camo lead. Perhaps Razor Rotor. Perhaps Razor Rotor can do it. Okay, that's gonna pop, hopefully, everything right off the bat. And then we can start building stuff off of that. Okay, it's actually, the freezing might be helping. Let's go ahead and place this down here on strong. Yeah, no, not 100% sure what I could do in that situation either. This is why I turned the Frail of Heart curse off. Frail of Heart curse is brutal, dude. Like, you cannot continue. If you make like one placement error, your entire run is bricked. So that's why I took that one off and put no rerolls back on. Because, yeah, Frail of Heart is just insane. It should be like twice as much curse on that as the other... as it currently is, because right now it adds like 25% curse. It should add like 50%, because you basically have to black border. I mean, you basically have to black border like every stage. And this is going to be a restart of that round. I still think this is good. I just think we can't be slacking, which means it's probably not very good. Which means it's probably not very good. We actually have lead. We have camo lead. Let me go ahead and put this right here and put it on strong. Okay, hopefully this is better. I would certainly hope that it was better. It's a lot more money. Let me not waste the time on that and see if I can get up to a Shinobi. Do I want a Shinobi? What's the end game? I would love to give you camo. If that's the goal, is giving camo to the V-Raptor, then Shinobi it is. Yeah, because Shinobi is going to not only make pop camo by itself, but it's also going to give V-Raptor camo popping. Come on, come on. Yeah, the regrows out of those are kind of brutal. This is on strong. We need to... No. We probably need to restart this round. You're seeing the message really delayed, LOL. Yeah, probably. I'm not 100% focused on chat, but I can try to be a little more focused on chat. Let's see. We can get this guy going. And we can start you locked in place at the front. Never forget or don't underestimate the power of having your heli start at the front. It's pretty important, actually. Get this guy over here. So maybe we can just chomp up the ceramics before they can become a problem. Thank you very much. Okay, and then move you over here. Is that going to give us enough time? Yeah. I'm looking so forward to round 19 when we have to take out a fortified Moab. That's going to be a lot of fun. And now it's round 17. And we still have to take a fortified Moab out in 2 rounds, dude. We're having to do all this micro on just a regular Moab. Fortified just might literally be impossible. We're definitely going to need to use the lotuses, I'll tell you that. But we also might get something to help us with it. As in, we can potentially buy something soon. No. Oh, no. I don't know if I want to take that. Oh, I really don't want to redo this round. If it bricks, it bricks. I did not want to hit that lotus. Like I said, next round we got that fortified Moab, and I actually kind of need it. I don't know. I guess if it breaks, it breaks. I'm gonna... do I do heli or do I do... do I do heli or... let me turn auto start off for now. Let's just be really careful here. Gut says heli. Do this. Okay, put you back here. Yeah. Oh, man. Totally messed that up. Totally messed that up. Yeah, with the lotuses. Oh, my God, dude. Look at that. All right. We didn't reposition the V-Raptor at the start. So we also waited a little bit to get our heli. So this is going to look like this. Here, you are repositioned at the start, and you are also going to be locked in place at the start, changing back to pursuit. Okay? You're on strong. You're also on strong. Okay, and we are going to use this lotus when we can to stun you. Okay. Okay, we are also going to move back here. And we're going to move up here. Oh, okay. Not perfect. Just keep it in mind. Okay. Okay. You bastards. We got 2 rounds left, dude. We have 2 rounds. Oh my God. Extra damage spikes? Or do we want to try to save up for that V-Raptor? Second V-Raptor. Okay, here's some more Moabs. We've got camo lead. And then, oh man, we got to get past this again. All right, do this. Why don't we do this? Try to get a little bit of extra damage on everything. Only on the V. Actually, I don't even think it's on the V-Raptor. Doing that is just aesthetics and losing it for next round. All right. So let's do this. This is doing a lot of damage. 2 V-Raptors. I think 2 V-Raptors is probably going to do more than merging them. I don't think 3 V-Raptors would do worse than max merge, though. Or better. Come on. Okay. We now don't have to micro for Moabs, which is so sick. Really wants to put that to the test, doesn't it? Okay. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, dude. Give me some 3 tokens for that. 1. 1. Oh, resort. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. There's somebody looking out for me. There's somebody looking out for me. All right. Getting a drink. Getting right back into it. This map is much, much easier. So I hope we don't have to sweat as much as we've been sweating. And I want to have you in here as well. Right? Do I want to have... it's kind of a valuable spot. Well, what's going to be more valuable than this? I don't think we're going to have any hard hitters, right? We could get a top path ninja, but... whatever. No more room. I think this is also a regular balloon encounter, which definitely helps. Those regrows were not fun to deal with last time. I think this is a regular balloon encounter. Should be on strong, please. Okay. This is actually good now. It's not... we don't have a super regrow rate. So I think this is actually good. Why am I waiting? I don't know. I think it's the right play. And I'm going to put white hot spikes on it too, just because, I don't know, regrow leads. Regrow leads would be a problem. Sharp. Very good. Very, very good. Let's put this on smart. And what do we want to do next? I think this should be on strong. Nah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait to merge. I'm gonna wait to merge. Nice. That'll probably help with the Moab, I would say. I think. I hope. Yeah, Moab is fine. Moab is T. Moab is T. Alright. I think this is all going according to plan. We're going to have to see what that boss map is, though. Oh my gosh. It's going to be... it could be something brutal. Like, if it's water park, I'll cry. If it's water park, we cry. Please. I think we're probably good for this encounter. Resort is so easy that it's a very, very nice resort. It feels so nice to get a map like this. That being said, I'm just going to get complacent and we're going to die to some random round. So let's spend the money that we have. Still looking pretty good. Look at that, dude. The fortified Moab just goes down. Yeah, this Pat Moab knockback is just like next tier. Apparently we needed the smart spikes or the red hot spikes for the camo lead. There you go. I knew I wanted it for some reason, but I just didn't know why. Getting normal damage on any of your towers is so good for the early game. Because I'm telling you what, these balloons come out with way more immunities on average than in your regular chimps mode. Like, you need to have camo defense early. You need to have like lead defense early. You need to have mob defense early. And if you don't have those, you're basically screwed. Dude. Pat Fusty is secretly like S tier mob damage in Rogue Legends. It is actually like S tier mob damage. Compared to everything else, he unfortunately cannot knock back BFBs. But yeah. Whew. Oh my god, Pat Fusty. Let's go. We get an artifact, and we get a much-needed shop. We've got some tokens we want to spend. Quantum Leap. Military Monkeys have more peers. Military Monkeys ability cooldown, projectile speed. Attack speed, ability cooldown, and projectile speed. More peers. Well, out of the two of these, I think Pierce is probably better for... I don't think Quantum Leap... I don't think it's, like, that good. I don't know what situation it's good in. Which is making me hesitant to have this rare. I'm going to do the Pierce here. I'm so glad that they added those, like, military, primary, like those tower type upgrades, like the one we just got. I'm so glad that they added those to the artifact pool. No more please rare. Ban a monkey from being offered as an insta-choice for the rest of the campaign. Option to ban appears when next offered. That is odd. Hero radius reduced. We don't want to reduce Pat Fussy's radius even more. That would probably be bad. This seems like a get. I have to go to the restroom. Okay, let's get back to this. All projectile speed is reduced 35%, but damage increased by 15%. That would not really affect us. That would pretty much be a 15% damage increase. So 15% and then 16%, so that's 12, and we can still spend more after that, which is pretty crazy. Can this make money in Chimps mode? I don't know if it can. Balloons to gold. It can't make money in regular Chimps mode, but I don't know about Rogue. You know, honestly, there's not a ton that's tempting in here. Those are both very tempting, and we will spend 12 to get them. But I have quite a bit more to spend if I wanted to. let's just do the trade and do it. Nice. Okay. Let's go to this boss. let's do the boss. We have no retries, by the way. So we're going to have to first try this boss. Or die trying. Oh. Haunted is such a hard map, dude. It's a really hard map to start off with. Let's fucking try. We're gonna have to really think about where we're placing towers and what we're placing down. This is Blastopolis. We just got the following. A lot of stuff for our helipilot. The helipilot is strong right now. The problem is I could probably buy Comanche defense with IFR. No, we cannot buy Comanche defense. We can't buy special operations either. We can't buy Apache dart ship either. But we need some mob damage. We don't have Spike Storm. We can't use Sticky Bomb. Folks, we might be in trouble here. We might be in real trouble. T-Rex is probably the only thing that we can afford that can do anything resembling boss damage. There is absolutely nothing else we can use. Like maybe spines, but yeah. Well, let's buy a T-Rex, because that's genuinely, I think, the only thing that's going to get us out of this. We do not have a lot of money after this, which sucks a lot. Yeah, that sucks a lot. You need a very good early game when doing bosses. Because guess what? You don't make a lot of money. You make very, very little money. And so we would need something with normal damage, basically. Because this thing can't see camo. We need a lot of camo defense. It's pretty doomed. I'm not gonna lie. We could go for a Razor Rotors to begin with. That is gonna defend against the rounds. Leaves us a lot of cash left. Decent amount of damage going into it. We could start with maybe trying to go. We need to be able to place this on both sides of the map. Okay, did I find the genius spot? Maybe. That's basically gonna double our damage with the V-Raptor. If we place it down here, we can start placing the V-Raptor over here. Next one we want to get, we're going to place it up here. Pat Fusty is going to be bad. Oh god, it's going to be really scary, dude. It's going to be really scary. Is this worth 500? What am I going to put up here? Oh, man. What am I going to put up here? Maybe like a Spalls. It's going to deal with a lot of stuff coming this way. I don't want it to deal with everything, though. But we want to get early damage on this thing. Because that's going to give us money, basically. All right. Well, we need to defend against the rounds too, so we need to make some sacrifices and just hope we can get through it. Okay, you're going to want to follow mouse the whole time. Let's go ahead and rally roar this. We should have definitely had heli pilot. Can we restart? We actually can restart. Okay. We should have heli pilot by Pat Fusty. We're going to need to squeeze everything out of this run. Because it's not happening for free. I can tell you that much. This should be by Pat Fusty, so we can get the rally roar. You're already on V-Raptor. We're going to place you here. We're going to remove you. Do a smart spike spalls. And that's where we're going to start. Slow and steady wins the race. That's what they say. Slow and steady wins the race. Okay, what I want to do is actually go ahead and put this down here. Move this back over here. Okay. Honestly, damage isn't terrible. It could definitely be worse. Overheat might get a little bit scary here. A lot of my defense is down right now. I don't like that. I do not like that. We're still chipping away at it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, damage seems like it's maybe there. We're going to place another one of these guys down so we can get some lead popping on the other side. Right, remember, slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race here. Okay, glad we didn't go for the big honkin' damaging tower, the T-Rex, because it probably would have been able to beat this, but I think without it, we are looking pretty fine. We thought through the solution, and we arrived at this. Now, we haven't had a mob yet. Just reminding you, we haven't had a mob yet. I'm going to get another one of these guys, because they're good. We have all of those buffs, remember? All of those buffs. I'm going to actually help with the mob on this side here. Very good. Okay, we're going to try and get Blastopopolis down here. Let's do this. Come on! Skulls soon, which is not good. Yeah, stay on top of it, so we're getting that Razor Rotor damage too. Alright. Overheat is down, and we are dangerously close to winning this. If we pop those ceramics, go ahead and use this. Okay, looking like things are getting a little scary on the round side. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Take care of all of that. Very good. Oh, no, no, no. We got to take care of this fortified mob now. Come on, come on. Looks great. Do this, and we've done it. All right, yeah. Okay. Getting past the first boss. 125% curses. Oh my god, dude. That's so hard. 164? Tier 5 monkeys and level 20 heroes burn, and affected balloons take 4 extra damage. Well, that's pretty terrible. Yeah, that's pretty terrible for the second stage. And Well, these are not doing a lot either. We could sell this. We could maybe sell it. So that's unfortunate. We could also just send it back. We could extract it. It's so terrible compared to like phase is really, really good early game. I mean, this is probably better late game, but honestly, I'm just going to extract it. So we're just not going to get anything from that boss fight, which is really sad. Okay, we 110. Special tiles completed 2. Artifacts earned 8. Tokens spent 12. Boost chosen 0. Hearts lost 1. Yes, we would like to get that heart back. That would be nice. Okay, 164. I want to see how much I got from that boss fight. 164 to 389. You get a lot of bonus from boss fights. I just want to make sure we don't want to, like... How much is that? 150 per round? It's really not worth it, I don't think. Oh, man. What could we get here? Let's get a Sabo. That would be the best thing to get. Just kidding. Let's go recruit. Let's see who we got in the recruit section. I do like this. I do like this. Those are interesting. Or we could heal. Oh, man. I really want to heal. I really want to heal. When is the next campfire? The next campfire is not for a very long time. Not for a very long time. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 encounters away. Dude, we have to heal. Which I hate. I hate having to heal here. Because we need some extra gas in the tank. But you need to stay alive. You need to stay alive. Okay. Rake. Okay. That's going to have to wait for next time because I am out of streaming Steam right now. How long was I streaming? Hour and a half? Damn. Week. All right. Yeah, we're going to have to wait for next time on that.